What's up everyone, Dr. Jacob Wilson here. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about 3 reasons why your lats aren't growing. But before I get into that, I just want to say if you love this content, hit that like button. If you want to support the channel, the #1 thing that you can do is share the video. Comment below, share that video, hit the subscribe button, and tap that bell. Let's get into it. This is real exciting, right? Think about the back, right? People talk about having a barn door back. When you think about having wide lats, what do? They give you the illusion of having a smaller waist, right? If you talk about having an X frame, you have wide lats, they go into a small waist, and you have quads that flare out, okay? That's the X frame, that's the classic hallmark of a bodybuilder. People say that you win bodybuilding contests when you turn around, okay? But it's hard to make the lats grow. And I'm gonna give you 3 reasons why your lats might not be growing to the full extent. #1, okay, the #1 reason, when you're training your lats, you can't really see them. It's hard to see your lats, right? If you're doing a pull down or you're doing a pull up, you can't see your lats. Your biceps, people are looking at their biceps when you can't see your lats. So how do you increase that mind-muscle connection? Well, I'm gonna give you a tip right now. Studies show that when you're training, if you're with, say I'm with Fernando, if you're training and I'm doing pull-ups or lat pull-downs, if Fernando touches my lats, okay, just maybe a touch like that, studies show that lat activation increases pretty robustly, okay? So the first thing is you need to increase the mind-muscle connection, and your partner can help you do that just by kind of touching the lats just a little bit. It doesn't have to be like rubbing them, just touching them a little bit while you're actually doing the movement. Now, after a while, you're gonna strengthen that mind-muscle connection. You won't really need that as much anymore, okay? The second reason, okay, is because people just think of the lats like, oh, it's just one muscle group. All you gotta do is lat pull downs, right? Or pull-ups or wide grip pull-ups. No, that's not the case. The lats, again, are functionally divided into several neuromuscular compartments. You can at least divide them into the upper lats, the mid lats, and the lower lats. Now, if you look at the fibers on the upper lats, they're more horizontal in nature, so they're really good at what we call adducting, meaning bringing your arms to their side. Now, what is excellent for that are like wide grip lat pull downs, wide grip pull-ups. The mid lats, okay, have a really good mechanical advantage for essentially more rowing type movement, or what we call horizontal abduction. So bent over rows are gonna be really good for the mid lats, okay? The lower lats, the fibers are more vertical in nature. So if you're doing like neutral grip pull-ups, neutral grip lat pull-downs, underhand chin-ups, underhand lat pull-downs, or you're doing straight arm pullovers, straight arm pull-downs, that maximizes the extension movement of the arms, and that tends to hit the lower fibers, okay? So again, 3 functional compartments, make sure you're hitting all 3 of them. The third thing I'm gonna talk about has to do with activation patterns. Studies show that the second half of a pull-up is where you get the maximum activation in the lats, right? But also it can be easier to do, right? Think about it. That's why when you see people doing chin-ups, they're doing like half chin-ups, because it's harder if you're doing full range of motion. So mechanically, it's actually easier on that second half, right? So a couple things you can do if activation's maximized in, a couple things you can do. 1, when you're done doing pull-ups, you can essentially hold yourself up about this position, okay, not fully, but right about here, and hold, after you're done, you've gone to failure in pull-ups, hold yourself until essentially you go to negative failure. So you're gonna hold your body up in this position until you can't hold anymore, and your arms slowly get released, and you've gone to failure on pulling yourself down. It's gonna maximize the upper portion of the lift. Another thing you can do, which is hard, is say you're training with a partner. When you come near that, as you approach the second half of the lift, your partner will place a little bit of resistance on your shoulders with both arms, around your traps. They're placing a little bit of resistance on you because it's easier on the second half. The third thing I've actually tried, which is actually pretty badass, is if you put bands, basically reverse bands, okay, you can essentially add some resistance to the pull-up itself, right? So those are some of the things. You put bands on your feet. As you're pulling up, those bands are getting stretched and the lift's actually getting harder. So guys, thank you so much. Those are 3 ways that are gonna help your lats grow. I'll see you next time.